How's it going, folks? Brian Cusco here at Triple B. And today we're going to be talking with Gavin Bowe. We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you an update on our first clutch here at Triple B. Givens, you watch the Triple B TV. I got one of my hatchlings with me here today to help us with this episode. What do you think about that, Eli? Is that a pretty little baby? Yeah, it's a pretty little baby, huh? So this clutch was bittersweet. Sweet because we got this awesome baby here. Very first snake hatched here at Triple B. It's a Enchi lesser, Pos het sunset. And bitter because this is the only snake that made it, unfortunately. And I want to maintain full transparency here at Triple B, so I'm gonna tell you guys exactly what I think went wrong, and hopefully we can all learn from it. Hopefully I can learn from it. Well, I've definitely learned from it. So first, let's talk about this little beauty here. I haven't sexed him or her yet. Just gonna wait till he sheds out. Obviously the egg skin is still on. And I was never gonna sell any of these snakes, and I'm definitely not now that there's only one. It's also Pos het sunset, so I think I gotta prove that out first. I also want to warn you guys right now because I'm going to show you some snakes that didn't make it out of the egg. So if that's something that's going to bother you, just stop this video right now. We're going to put this little baby away so we don't stress her out or him out too much. All right? So again, guys, in this tub are frozen snakes that didn't make it. So if it's going to bother you, just... So let's talk about what went wrong. My incubator setup is pretty good, I think. I ran it for 2 months to make sure that it maintained constant temperatures. I was tracking all the temps with the monitoring system 24/7, so it stayed completely steady for a straight 2 months, so there was no problem there. There was one night that we had a power outage. It wasn't too long of a power outage, and I've got a thermal mass of water bottles in there, so you know, even for a few hours it should hold a pretty good steady temp even without power. There was one night when my other boy was sleeping next to the incubator, and he accidentally kicked it open while he was sleeping. I came up in the morning to find the incubator door open, and I was a little disheartened, but I just hoped it was gonna pull through and that it hadn't been open too long, and apparently it had. So I'm 100% confident that the reason these snakes didn't make it is because that incubator was open that night. And my reason for thinking that is that the one snake that did make it was the one that was closest to the heat tape. So now I've got a latch and padlock on that incubator. I don't know why I thought I could get away without doing that in the very first place, but it's on there now. And I've also got a battery backup system in the event of any power failures. And we'll do another episode and I'll tell you guys all the details about how I've got that set up. So maybe that'll help you guys. Okay, so here we got the snakes that didn't make it. Here's the egg that the Enchi lesser came crawling out of. Good looking egg. It was also the best looking egg in the clutch to start with, so that probably helped. And it was, like I said, it was the one that was in the back, closest to the heat tape. So this snake here looks like it was gonna be some kind of spider. It made it further along than the other ones. You can see this one over here was barely developed, and I'm guessing this is the point at which that incubator got kicked open and basically ended these snakes' lives short. This one baffles me a little bit. I think this one could have been a twisted umbilical cord. Not 100% sure there. And this guy over here started to develop a little pattern, so they all kind of halted at different points in their development. Yeah, guys, so I just wanted to share with you the not so good side of this clutch, just so hopefully we can all learn. And Dave Dornsife put up a post recently, which is why I decided to make this video now instead of waiting until the end of the Tinley stuff. And hopefully we can all learn from it. Hopefully I can learn from it. Hopefully the next clutch is better. The next clutch will be better. We've got the lock on the incubator. We've got the battery backup system. Everything that could go right should go right. I've got some more pairings happening right now. I've got Ricky and Dot are together. Ricky is a pastel Enchi clown, and Dot is a bamboo. So from that pairing, we should get some pastel Enchi bamboos would be the best case scenario, and all of them will be het clown, whatever the combo they end up being. And we've also got Bullwinkle and Bernice together. Bullwinkle is a super pastel lesser. Bernice is a super fire, so there will be no chance of normals in that clutch. It'll be all fireflies and lesser flies. So that should be pretty sweet. And then we've got Candace, who is a cinnamon het sunset that was paired with the father of this clutch, and she het sunset. And she's gonna be having her pre-lay shed anytime now. And that's pretty exciting. So I'm kind of glad that we had this experience with this clutch first. Not that any clutch is, I mean, I'd be lying if I said not any clutch was more important than the other, but this sunset clutch is gonna be a pretty huge deal for us here at Triple B. And I'm very fortunate that it wasn't that clutch that we learned these mistakes on, because that would have been devastating. It's already a little devastating, but I'm obviously gonna work through it. And I'm just gonna hope for the best. So I hope you guys are learning something from this. I definitely am. Hopefully I'm not bumming you out too much. That's not my intention here. Next week we will continue with our regularly scheduled programming. Until then, you've been watching Triple B TV. Y'all take care. Say bye, Screamings. Bye-bye.